So today I'm going to be giving you guys first impressions on the GoPro Hero Session camera. Hey besties, and welcome back to my channel. I've been sitting down right now and trying to edit a video that I did unboxing this little guy right here, the GoPro Hero Session. And honestly, when I was filming the video, I thought everything would turn out great and putting the footage together, and I was pretty adamant that everything was gonna work. But now, as I was sitting down editing it, I realized actually it's not quite working out. So I thought I should just quickly get up here wearing the same damn outfit I am wearing on the previous video you've already seen, or the video that you're gonna see after this one. I don't know which one's gonna go first, and pretty much just tell you guys my first impressions on this GoPro Hero Session. I'm gonna try and include footage from the unboxing so that you guys can see it, because even though it's pretty crappy, I feel like I did touch on some important things, but it just, guys, it wasn't working out. I think it's because I was up against time and I ended up getting some footage actually in the night, and it just, the lighting is so bad and the transitions are just horrible. It's just rubbish. Okay, so let's just scrap that and just pretend to be all put together and do first impressions. So last year when we went on a road trip, I felt like I had missed out on so many opportunities I could have used to get like memories with a GoPro camera, and because we're gonna be doing a similar thing again this year, I figured I might as well go ahead and get ready and get a GoPro. I will be very honest and be the first one to admit I wanted to get a GoPro Hero 6. However, because I know we don't necessarily do crazy trips all the time, I feel like paying $8,000 for it is just not justifying the use for it yet. So I went ahead and I purchased this GoPro Hero Session in an attempt to test to see how I'm gonna need it, how I'm gonna use it, and whether or not I'm gonna like the footage from it before I actually invest on a camera, tiny one for that matter, that costs 8,000 rand. Now just in case you're wondering, the Hero Session actually used to be called the GoPro 4 Hero Session. Yeah, now it's just called a Hero Session. I want to quickly give you guys my first impression on this. First of all, when I opened this, I was like, it is way tinier than I thought. I had expected it to be a little bit like bigger in a sense. Like, it feels so weird. I never know how to hold it. I have put on the mount right here at the bottom still, so that I can put it on my tripod and stuff, but I still never know how to hold it. That's why you see me holding it with this little screw thingy right here, because it just feels so unnatural, especially because I'm so used to carrying my G7X Mark II and it's a tad bit heavier. Carrying this thing is like, I feel like I'm not carrying anything at all. The other thing that actually shocked me a little bit is the fact that this right here is actually not the full camera, but this right here is the camera. So you can take out this thing right here. So when you take this out and you push this out like that, that is actually the actual camera. This right here is actually the physical camera and not necessarily the bulky thing that I was showing you guys right now. So when I say I was a little bit shell-shocked, I was not quite sure what was going on. Like, oh my gosh, it's so much, it's seriously so tiny. I expected it to be like a little bit this bigger, but nope, apparently not. You have to download the app to actually be able to see, or if you want to fully utilize your camera, download the GoPro app, which in my personal experience, I don't know if this is something that happens to everybody else, the app hangs quite a bit, which is very frustrating. You kind of have to click and wait a bit for it to respond. It's not as fast as the Canon app that I use with my G7X. So that I wasn't very impressed with, but I feel like it's still a learning process. I'm getting to know it now. I'm getting to understand it and be a little bit patient with it. So far, I'm not trying to pull my hair as hard as I wanted to pull my hair when I was doing the unboxing, which I'm gonna go ahead and try and set the footage right here. I'm so sorry for the weird filming angle. It's just really late right now. It is exactly 21 minutes past 6 p.m. I'm filming this inside the house. It's almost getting really dark because, you know, nighttime, but I wanted to do this because I wanted to share this moment with you guys. First up, I got it from takealot.com because I am just that girl. I normally buy all of my everything through takealot.com. Their delivery process is so easy, so seamless, nothing stressful, and no, they are not sponsoring this video. I'm just saying because I really like it. I just cracked the box right open, apart from all the foamy things. Oh my gosh, this is what it looks like. I'm so happy right now. Oh my gosh, it actually reminds me of the packaging of my Polaroid Snap Touch. It had almost something this similar, but this looks so good. So that's what it looks like, and I'm sorry it's gonna reflect because this is glassy, but I'm gonna go ahead and take it out of here so that I can show you guys. So I have it out the box. Oh my goodness, you guys, look at that beauty. It's so pretty. So here's my camera, and then to take it out of this little stand that I'm talking about, you pretty much just lift up right over here, and then you press these two things right here together like that, and then you push it forward, which is not very difficult to do, but it can be very tricky because for the life of me, I could not figure out where exactly that was. And normally when you get a camera, you would include, like when you put in the SD card, it's a pretty much straight process where you just put it in. With the GoPro, you have to put it in at an angle so it goes down that way instead of going straight in. I struggled for a bit trying to figure out how to put in the SD card, and it uses the micro SD, the one that you would put on your phone, not the bigger SD card that you would put on bigger cameras. What I like about this camera is the fact that you have one button to pretty much do everything and anything on it. So this little guy right here, if you want to put on your Wi-Fi on, if you want to check how many footages or recordings you have in your camera, this is basically the button that you use for it. If you want to check pretty much everything and anything that you want to do, if you want to change your settings, you pretty much just push this little guy right here, and then it'll give you different things from camera settings to all of that fun stuff, which I don't think you guys can see very well right now because it's kind of reflecting, but that's pretty much what you use. I thought that was pretty genius because how many times have you had a crap ton of buttons on your camera that you never really use because you don't know what they're there for? This one has a one-touch button that will pretty much let you do anything else, and then of course you use the power button right here at the top to pretty much start your recordings and to sort of press enter or accept whatever you're trying to change. So if you're trying to put on the Wi-Fi, you will press this button here until over here it goes to the Wi-Fi, and then you press the power button to say turn on the Wi-Fi. I like that it comes with a cable, so it's a chargeable camera. You don't necessarily have to buy extra batteries, which I'm like, yes. I can pretty much charge it with my laptop, and it charges with a power bank too, which I thought was fantastic. And the plus on the power bank charging is when you charge it with the power bank, you're actually able to use it, so you can still record videos and time lapses and all of that fun stuff and take pictures while you're charging it with a power bank. However, when you're charging it with its actual charger, you cannot do that. You have to wait for it to finish charging before you're able to record anything else. I like that it has got two microphones, which I thought was so thoughtful. It has got the one microphone right here in the front and then another microphone right here in the back. The audio on this thing is pretty impressive, you guys. It kind of cancels out the wind depending on how you like facing and the direction of the wind. I took it outside the other day with cables of and it was running, and it was pretty windy, like hectic windy, about to storm windy, and you can barely hear the wind on this camera. I was very impressed. On your mics, get set and go! Go, 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 go. And off she goes. Woo, yeah, up top. And she completes the race. On the GoPro app, you're actually able to download your footage into your phone, and it records at 1080p, which I think is great. It's not 4K yet, but if you get the Hero 6, I'm pretty sure it records at 4K. But this one is at 1080p, which I still think is pretty great. I've reviewed the footage from it, which was actually pretty much on point. It takes 8 megapixel pictures, so if you want to take stills, it will come at 8 megapixels, which I think is not bad. And besides, I'm not trying to use this camera to take pictures, so it's necessarily mostly for those action shots, which we're gonna be trying to look cool and do when we go on a road trip. But yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to talk to you guys about today regarding the GoPro Hero Session. I'm pretty impressed with this camera. The fact that it records at like 1080p, I think it's pretty fantastic, and it's pretty high quality images. I did get a bit of a small heart attack when I was trying to review the footage on the GoPro app because it was playing it at low res, and I thought that's the resolution of the camera, but it turns out it was just playing it on low res because it wasn't the app. But once you download the footage, it's pretty HD, which was pretty great. The only thing I hate though about this camera is the fact that if you don't have the app, you pretty much just shooting in the dark because you're not quite sure what it is you're filming and how the footage is gonna go out. You never know what angle to hold it at, whether there's too much light or whether it's actually looking at what you want to do, which can be a bit of a bummer, but it's not all that much of a train smash because you can use your phone to preview your shot before you take the shot. Just take note, you're not going to be able to see what you're shooting while the camera is shooting. Once you press record, the preview is disabled on the app. But yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to talk to you guys about today. Hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you'd purchased a GoPro Hero Session, or if you tried it. I have bought this for $2,989 from takealot.com. But for today, that's it. And don't forget to check out our social media pages, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Links are all down below. And for today, that's it. And we'll catch you besties on our next video. Bye.